Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness. This is our weekly forecast, Sunday, April 28th. And let's get started on this reading. As always, I will be using the Quantum Oracle. I will be using the Energy Oracle. This time I'm going to use the Good Tarot. I really like the energy right now. It's very compatible. And then I'll finish off with some sacred self-care so that we have some suggestions from Spirit on how to support our mind, body, and our spirit during this week. I hope this is a beautiful week for you. I hope you're enjoying these energies. And let's get started. All right, as always, I'm going to use events, energy, and people. And let's get started and see what you may be dealing with this week. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. It may be your energy. This is what is in the energetic field right now for some of us. If it doesn't resonate, please check out some of my other readings. If the title grabs your attention, then there's probably a message there for you. And we're all on different timelines. So, you know, what I might be experiencing this week in the energy, you may experience next week. Or you may have experienced last week. Or, you know, however those titles resonate for you, as these are all timeless readings. And lastly, if you do want a personal reading, you can email me and I will be happy to set that up for you. Do have some time this week, so if you're struggling with some of the energies or understandings of what's going on in your energy right now or what you're experiencing, just reach out and I will schedule that personal reading for you. Thank you so much for being here. Please, if you would consider becoming a sub on my channel, liking this video, and leaving me a comment, I would appreciate it. Events, a creative endeavor. Okay, I like that. I think in May I'm going to be using new oracle decks for our weekly readings, so this is the last Sunday we'll see this deck for weekly readings for a while. Letting go. We haven't seen that card for a while. I can definitely tell you that if you are doing anything creative, if you have any kind of energy that's lingering, that is low vibrational energy, it is blocking you. We saw that in the reading on the fairy reading on Friday. And then family. Yeah, I felt that card was going to come up. All right, so numerology, we have a 2 card, an 8 card, and a 3 card. Now, this creative endeavor, look, it's musical art. I just posted something on my personal page about, you know, transmuting your pain into a creative work, whether it's writing, painting. So if you are having difficulty transmuting some pain, some sort of emotional pain, turn it into something artistic. I mean, even if you've never painted before, even if you've never written before, just get it out of you into something tangible. I think that's what they wanted to say because of this letting go energy. That might be the way you need to let it go, is through some sort of artistic endeavor. And look at how she's like, this feminine figure is being pulled by all these dogs. She's got all these dogs on leashes and they're all running. They're definitely not walking orderly and well trained. They're pulling at her in different directions and it's distracting her from the open doorway. See the open doorway? She's having difficulty, you know, following through that open doorway because all of these dogs are kind of pulling at her. And I'm hearing the word gnawing, but it might be just something emotional that's gnawing at you. And there may be something that you need to change in your absolute way of doing things. And that could be like a Saturnian element where you're having difficulty with those daily, kind of time management, task management, prioritizing, goal setting. You may have some difficulty with that. And if you are able to kind of reformat that, then I think that might help you kind of expunge this energy, and if you need to do it through something creative. Then we have this family. There's something to do with children. This is a very Six of Cups card for me. Very nostalgic. It could be something that's connected to your inner child, or it could be something you do as a family. It could have something to do with your siblings or your children or grandchildren. I see that there is a new baby in the back, so somebody may have a new baby on the way. You may get news of somebody, a family member having a baby. And it kind of feels as though I'm in the energy, I feel like there's some kind of not jealousy, but almost like it was unexpected. There's unexpected, and it might not be the happiest of news for somebody. Let's see, get some detail from the Quantum Oracle or from the Energy Oracle. Let's pull on this Letting Go card first. Thinking Man. That's a 46 card, which is a 10, which means that has served your energy as long as it needs to. It is time to let go. And this is like analysis paralysis. You may be overthinking. See how he's just constantly studying that object in his hand instead of letting it go and just saying, okay, it's time to let go. It's like somebody's devising excuses to keep something. You may want to just let it go and trust the universe that it's going to be expunged. Storm warning. Well, remember we saw that card, another 10. Remember we saw that card, I think it was last Sunday when I did the reading, and then a card fell on the floor and I didn't find it until after the reading. It was storm warning, and I think I did that. That came up in the Monday message, the Divine Masculine message last Monday. So check those out. This could be referring to that message for you. But we have 2 10s. So definitely either let go, or, the storm is going to come to clear your path. So either you let it go, or it's going to be wiped anyway, but it's just going to be a little bit more messy this way. Oh, and then look, happy family, right under the family card. Somebody might get some news this week, and at first it may seem a bit unsettling, but ultimately it's going to work out well. We definitely have, this is a 4 card, it's stability. So, salt patience at the bottom of the deck. Okay, this feels to me like it's almost like 3 different components this week. One having to do with family, and there is something about a happy family. There is some decision that needs to be made, and that's going to kind of help create some stability in a family. We'll pull tarot on that. Component number 2 is this creative endeavor, but this storm warning. And it feels like it's more attached to this kind of energy, but this might be what I was talking about earlier, where there's some sort of emotional turbulence inside, and you just need to express it. You need to get it out in something tangible. And I think my post was some of the greatest works of art, not just painting, but music and writing, were manifestations of someone's pain. So it feels like that might be what that's referring to. And then we have this letting go and somebody overanalyzing something. All right. I do think we have a couple of astrological significant features this week. I think there's something about Neptune and another. I'll have to pull on those. Okay, there's the Hanged Man. See, I just said Neptune. That's release, perspective, getting a new perspective, but it's definitely a Neptunian. Something about where this Neptune, whatever this Neptune conjunction is this week, I think it's like Thursday. There's going to be something that affects your family. That's a major arcana, so it feels like kind of a major deal, but it hinges on somebody's decision. It may be that you have a change of perspective, or someone else. Remember, my readings can go either way. I could be talking about you. I could be talking about somebody you're dealing with. That's what a general reading is. I'm just reading the energy. I don't necessarily know where the energy is, who the energy is coming from. But this could be you, it could be somebody else having a change of perspective that is going to make a decision to bring some stability to a family. Let's see what else. 7 of Cups. Definitely having to choose different options. Maybe there's been some confusion, and maybe there comes a bit of clarity. Maybe with Neptune goes direct, or this conjunction on Neptune. I know Pluto is going in retrograde sometime soon. So, but this is specifically a Neptune transit, and that might be what this is referring to. Okay, the Empress. That's Venus. We definitely have Venus. I think Venus moves into Taurus. Okay, so you may be dealing with a Taurus. You may be dealing with... a water sign. You may be dealing with a Taurus, but it feels like Venus is going into Taurus this week, and I think that's going to be a very lovely energy, but definitely something that elevates your energy. It's almost like, for some of you, this is a familial situation that is unresolved. And this week there's a potential for it to be resolved. The change of perspective, there's been some confusion about something, but this Empress is going to handle it with grace, dignity, and it's very Venusian energy, so being in that divine feminine energy. Last card on that. Oh, King of Air, King of Swords. This is somebody who is going to be very diplomatic. It's King of Air. This is a person who has thought this through, made deliberate, diligent, well thought solutions, and it's almost like they feel as though they are there's a commanding energy here. It's almost like an Aries energy, almost like the Emperor, but it's the King of Swords, so it could be an air sign. But this person's like a well thought person. He's like a diplomat. This person's going to use a lot of diplomacy in order to resolve this. Okay, I'm going to shuffle again. Let's move on to this creative endeavor as an expression and manifestation of somebody's emotional struggle. Let's put it that way. Oh my, okay. Yeah, see, there's the Queen of Air. The King of Water. Oh, a lot of people involved here. We got the Queen of Swords using her wisdom and discernment to kind of sort out this situation. But then we have this King of Water. This is about mastering your emotions. This is definitely kind of Neptunian, if you see that, or maybe Poseidon, but I'm getting a Neptune energy. But this is about not using your word, being very emotionally astute, using your emotional intelligence. I mean, when you see the King of Water and the Queen of Air, that's emotional intelligence, your EI. So use your emotional intelligence to navigate through this. If you are still struggling with this situation and you feel like you kind of need to, get it out in some sort of tangible artistic endeavor, then go ahead. But if it's something that you are going to kind of deal with, like over here, you're going to deal with this situation, use your emotional intelligence. Don't Queen of Swords this and, like, I'm the Queen of Swords. I just tell people like it is. I call it out when I see it, and that's just who I am. But in this case, we're being asked to use more emotional intelligence so that we don't create any kind of drama or trauma in resolving this situation. So maybe get something out before you confront this situation over here or resolve it. All right, let's pull a couple more cards and see if there's more information here. Okay. Three of Air. Yeah, there's that Three of Swords. We don't want to cause anybody any pain. Now, this is kind of this emotional upheaval that you may need to kind of manifest through this creative endeavor. And it's just a productive way of getting it out instead of letting it fester and linger. We'll see, maybe something will come up in the sacred self-care. We'll get some more information about how to kind of ease a little bit of that. Okay, yeah. There's the Five of Wands. That's some conflict. We definitely have a lot of people on the table today, so there is some conflict between a lot of people who feel like they have some power or they have earned some power. I'm getting a sense that somebody could be a fire sign involved in all of this. Somebody just kind of sat back and just listened and wasn't very vocal, didn't use their voice. And now they're feeling kind of let down, like they let themselves down because they didn't stand up for themselves. That's specific to somebody. All right. Letting go of this thinking man. Analysis paralysis, really studying something long beyond its shelf life. So let's let something go. And again, you may need to transmute it through some artistic endeavor, but feels like we need to let go. Messenger of Earth. That is the Knight of Pentacles. More earth energy. Page of Earth. Could be a younger earth sign that you feel like you have to let go of. Somebody who's King of Earth. Seriously. So we have all masculine earth signs right here. This page is a masculine figure. Except for this knight. She's a feminine. Let me just show you. Isn't that interesting? Feels like the feminine here is the noble one. That's pretty unusual to see all three of those court cards come out in the earth sign. This King of Earth, I think maybe that's why you're struggling so much, because this might be this thinking man, although this could be an air sign. There is a lot of earth energy here. Could be an earth feminine and an earth masculine. Could be a younger feminine and an older masculine. And they could have a child together. That's maybe why this is so hard, is because somebody is trying to maybe having to end this relationship, and what just came through too is that there may have been a divorce and one of the parents is moving away, and so they're trying to figure out and navigate how this is going to affect the child, and somebody may be a little upset about it. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is usually a really blissful card, but I'm getting a really melancholy energy here. There's a wistfulness, a wistful thinking, not wishful, but wistful thinking. There's something about the nostalgia that draws me back to that card. There's some nostalgia here. Something, and see, we have the 3 dogs here. That could be the 3 different people here involved. There are 3 doors, 3 opportunities. And somebody's going to have to let go in order for somebody else to be able to move on and do something with themselves, with their lives. All right, 3 cards on what we need to know, please. What do my viewers need to know? 8 of Air. There's that, let's put that over here. There is that analysis paralysis. 8 of Air, getting stuck in that train of thought, or in that trying to outthink it, over-analyzing it, you know, trying to outthink the energy instead of just trying to go with what you intuitively feel. 5 of Pentacles. We have 2 5s here. Okay, lots of conflict. Feels like somebody maybe got left a little bit. Somebody's being left behind overall in the situation. Somebody's having to take a loss. It could be you, could be somebody else. And yeah, that's why this analysis paralysis, somebody's trying to avoid this looming loss. And the World card, yeah, because the cycle is closing. It's more Saturnian energy, more about going back to those routines and how you manage your time and your goal setting and time management. You're prioritizing what needs to get done. But this is definitely a 3 card, so it kind of reflects with this 3, this 3. No, this is a 2, sorry, this one. So with this World card and letting go, something is closing. And it may be causing you some pain, so you might want to transmute that. But remember to, you know, don't just Queen of Swords the whole situation. You know, try to negotiate a positive resolution. Even though it feels as though somebody in this, all of these people on this table, there are a lot of people here that are going to be affected this week. It feels like somebody didn't speak up at one point. They didn't use their voice, and now it's kind of biting them in the rear end, and now they're starting to feel a little bit of regret there, and, you know, I should have spoken up. So that's just what I'm getting. They said do bottom of the deck. Okay. I know this one is the Patience card. 16, which is Tower energy. So if things are feeling a little bit of unraveling right now, they're meant to, because they're going to be cleared away. It's maybe something that's giving you a different perspective. But with Patience, that's also Temperance energy. That's Sagittarius. That is taking the middle path, finding that win-win for each person would be helpful. I mean, you got to do what's right for you, but don't be so defensive that you can't see an opportunity for everybody to walk out with something. Okay, here's the 7 of Air. Yeah, don't get into that energy. This could quickly turn into, you know, kind of a, this could quickly go into the ego, malicious intent, you know, well, if you do that, I'm going to do this. You know, let's not go there. It has the potential, but it's not at anybody's advantage to allow it to go into that energy. All right, let's see what Sacred Self-Care has to say. Connect with Fire. That's a 12 card, and we had that Hanged Man. So you may want to do a meditation like with a fire. You can use a candle, but just kind of open your mind and allow that different perspective to come through. Connect with crystals. Oh, we have a lot of connecting going on. In fact, pulled out my selenite. Where did I put it? Meditate, definitely. So you may want to meditate with a candle and some crystals. Maybe a little champagne would help lighten up some of the relaxation energy. And family. So we have family card twice. There's definitely something about your family this week. Connect with Earth. Lots of connecting. You feel very disconnected. Feels like you really need to connect. So, I mean, this could be you have a campfire, safely, of course. Maybe some crystals in your pocket or in your hand. Meditate, and then connect with the earth. You definitely want to get out in nature and reconnect. I feel like whatever transit is coming up this week is going to make you feel like very detached, almost like you're floating above a situation and you're not in it anymore, but you still need to be actively participating in the resolution and the purging of the energies through something creative and tangible. What we don't want is for this to get into something that could be hurtful or harmful, or trauma or drama. But everything needs to be done from the heart center, and seeing all sides, having that different perspective, being able to see someone else's perspective, and being able to diplomatically and using your emotional intelligence to be able to navigate the situation or participate in, a negotiation or a mediation to have everybody be able to walk out of this situation peacefully and have, minimal hard feelings. All right, that's the reading. I hope it helps. Please let me know in the comments, and I will see you again in the next reading. And until then, namaste.